What if I told you that your struggle with sugar, it has almost nothing to do with willpower? What if the constant cravings, the afternoon energy crashes, and, the stubborn weight gain aren't actually your fault? The devastating truth is that sugar has hijacked the same neural pathways in your brain as highly addictive drugs. I mean, there was a landmark study from Princeton University that found that under certain conditions, rats preferred sugar even over cocaine. Food companies have spent billions, literally billions, perfecting formulas that exploit this biological loophole. But what if you could permanently switch off that craving mechanism? I'm about to give you a simple, science-backed blueprint that you can apply immediately to reclaim your energy and focus without feeling deprived. Stay with me until the end, because the final strategy I'll share, it's a powerful 5-minute trick that can short-circuit a sugar craving instantly. This one is a complete game changer. All right, let's dive right in. To truly become immune to sugar addiction, you need to understand the enemy. And the first, most critical point is this: the enemy is invisible. You see, we think of sugar as, the white stuff we put in our coffee or the frosting on a cupcake. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The real danger is the sugar you don't even know you're eating. Food manufacturers, they are masters of disguise. They use over 60 different names for sugar on ingredient labels. Names like dextrose, maltodextrin, high fructose corn syrup, barley malt, or rice syrup. It's a deliberate strategy to hide just how much sugar is in their products. Let me give you a concrete example. I once worked with a client, a very health-conscious person. His breakfast was a small tub of fruit-flavored yogurt, a glass of orange juice, and a bowl of what he thought was healthy granola. He was doing everything right. Pause for effect. We did the math. Before 9 a.m., he had consumed over 50 grams of sugar. That's more than a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola. He was absolutely stunned. So you might be meticulously avoiding candy and soda, but the sugar in your pasta sauce, your bread, your salad dressing, and your healthy protein bar is keeping you on that addictive roller coaster. It keeps your blood sugar spiking and crashing, ensuring you'll be craving more sugar in just a few hours. It's a rigged game, but once you see the matrix, you can start to unplug from it. And that leads us to the why. Why is this hidden sugar so powerful? This brings us to our second point. Point 2. Your brain has been hacked. This is not a metaphor. Your brain has literally been rewired. Imagine this. When you eat a highly palatable, sugary food, your brain's reward center gets a flood of a neurochemical called dopamine. It's the feel-good chemical. It tells your brain, hey, that was amazing, do it again. This system evolved to reward us for survival behaviors, like finding ripe fruit. But the concentrated, refined sugar in our modern diet is something our biology was never, ever designed to handle. It's an unnaturally intense signal. Think of your dopamine receptors as tiny locks on your brain cells, and dopamine as the key that opens the pleasure door. When you bombard your brain with sugar, it's like you're jamming thousands of keys into the locks all at once. So your brain, in an act of self-preservation, starts to down-regulate. It literally removes some of the locks to protect itself from the overwhelming stimulation. Now, what happens? The next time you eat sugar, you have fewer locks for the keys to open. The feel-good effect is weaker, so you need more sugar to get the same hit. And to feel normal, you need sugar just to function. Does that sound familiar? It's the classic cycle of addiction. That uncontrollable urge for a cookie after dinner, even when you're full. That isn't hunger. That's your brain's hijacked reward system screaming for its fix. You're not weak. Your biology is being expertly manipulated. Pause, direct address. If this breakdown is giving you an aha moment and you feel like you're learning something valuable, do me a quick favor and hit that like button below. It's a small click for you, but it makes a huge difference in helping this video reach more people who need to hear it. And if you're serious about taking back control of your health, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. We have so much more to cover in future videos. All right, so we know sugar is hidden everywhere, and we know it's biologically addictive. That sounds pretty bleak, right? Well, here's the good news. The solution is surprisingly simple, and it has nothing to do with a battle of willpower. Enthusiastic. Point 3, the crowding out method. This is where everything changes. Most people fail because they try to fight sugar with resistance. They say, "I will not eat the donut." This creates a mental battle that is incredibly draining and, frankly, almost impossible to win long term. The secret is to stop fighting. Instead of focusing on what to remove, you focus on what to add. This is the crowding out method. Here's how it works. Your goal is to proactively fill your diet with 3 things: high-quality protein, healthy fats, and fiber. These nutrients do something magical. They stabilize your blood sugar. When your blood sugar is stable, your cravings dramatically decrease. Think of your stomach and your daily diet as a small parking lot. If you make it your mission to fill every single parking spot with high-quality premium cars like grilled chicken, avocados, broccoli, nuts, leafy greens, there is simply no room left for the junker cars of sugar and refined carbs to park. You're just too full and satisfied to even think about them. Here's a practical example. You feel a mid-afternoon craving for a candy bar coming on. Your old strategy would be to fight it. Your new strategy? You eat an apple with a big spoonful of almond butter, or a handful of walnuts, or some Greek yogurt. You add something nutritious first, then wait 15 minutes. I promise you, 9 times out of 10, the craving will have completely vanished. You didn't resist it, you simply made it irrelevant. Empowering. This approach flips the script from one of restriction and misery to one of nourishment and empowerment. It's an offensive strategy, not a defensive one, and it works. But what happens when a massive, unexpected craving hits you like a tidal wave? You're at a party, someone offers you cake, the smell, the sight, it's overwhelming. For that, we need an emergency brake. And that brings me to the final, most powerful strategy I promised you. Intriguing. Point 4, the 5-minute craving killer. This technique is a form of pattern interrupt. It works by sending such a strong, different signal to your brain that it completely disrupts the craving pathway. It's incredibly effective. I call it the sour-bitter reset. Cravings for sweetness are a very specific neural signal. To break that signal, you need to introduce an opposing, powerful taste. The 2 most effective are sour and bitter. Here's what you do. The moment a powerful craving strikes, immediately consume something intensely sour or bitter. This isn't about enjoying the taste, it's about using it as a tool. A few options, a few drops of lemon or lime juice directly on your tongue, a tiny sip of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water, chew on a piece of 100% dark, unsweetened baker's chocolate, even a few arugula leaves or, well, coffee grounds can work in a pinch. Maybe don't make the coffee grounds a habit, it's a bit messy. When that intense sour or bitter flavor hits your taste buds, it's like a system reboot. It overrides the delicate single-minded demand for sweet. The craving circuit is broken. The immediate desperate feeling just dissolves. It gives you back control in that critical moment. I use this all the time. If I walk past a bakery and the smell is pulling me in, I take a sip from my water bottle, which almost always has a slice of lemon in it. I swish it around, focus on the intense sourness, and within seconds, the spell is broken. Then I can walk away, not with willpower, but with a simple biological trick. You are no longer a passenger on the craving train. You have the emergency brake in your hand. Calmly and encouraging. So, let's bring it all together. We've learned that the key to never becoming addicted to sugar is a 3-part strategy. First, recognize the invisible enemy by reading labels and understanding where sugar hides. Second, respect the biological power of sugar to hack your brain so you stop blaming yourself. And third, use an offensive strategy. Crowd out cravings with nutritious food and use the sour-bitter reset as your emergency tool to kill acute cravings on the spot. This blueprint puts you in the driver's seat.
Now, I want to hear from you. What is the one so-called healthy food that you were shocked to discover was loaded with hidden sugar? Share it in the comments below. Your discovery could be the wake-up call someone else needs to see. Thank you for your time and your attention today. Remember, this is a journey of progress, not perfection. You have the knowledge and the tools. You are in control. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.